Any bold predictions, David, that you have for 2017 in WWE?
You know, it's funny you asked me that, Graham. Our last episode on the podcast was relating to bold predictions in 2017 and who was the MVP of 2016. But I do actually. This might catch you off guard, and it might seem a little unexpected, but with his growing popularity as a star outside of the WWE, and him still having unfinished business, in my opinion, I wouldn't be shocked if we see Dave Batista in 2017. Whether it's a segment, whether it's a special referee, whether it's a match itself, I think it would be a pleasant surprise, and that is one of my bold predictions for 2017.
I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. It's funny you mention that because we haven't seen Batista in about 2.5, 3 years. And I figured, okay, so I'm thinking 2015 here, so like 2 years ago, I'm thinking, okay, he'll be back this year, maybe for a 31 appearance or for something. I knew he had to have been back at some point in 2015 because I know he had at one point, obviously, I don't know what the deal was because obviously he had to go film movies and Spectre and all that other shit. But he did have a 2-year deal originally with WWE in 2014 that ran through 2016. Again, I don't know if that lapsed or not. I have no idea. But obviously, he hasn't showed up since he, quote-unquote, quit the company back in 2014 in storyline, obviously. His movie career took off. I know he's promoting Guardians of the Galaxy 2 right now, which comes out in May, which I cannot wait for. But yeah,
I know.
Are you a big Guardians fan, too?
Awesome. I love it. I love the first one. The first one exceeded all my expectations, but I'm glad it did because, to be honest, that's one of the more well-done comic book movies ever, at least I've ever seen.
Yeah, I got to agree, especially the exceeded expectations part. I mean, I love the Marvel movies. I don't follow the comic books quite as closely, but that movie itself, I kind of went into that movie not really expecting much. But it ended. We're speaking about bold right now, and this might be bold, but it ended up becoming one of my favorite movies. Definitely in recent memory. Definitely my favorite movie that I've seen in many years, if not one of my favorite movies of all time. Just because the comedy, everything about it, I just thought was so well done.
Yeah, it was well done. Well done, and Batista played the part really damn good.
He did.
That's the main reason why his career took off. And you just think of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. Not saying he wasn't a superstar in his first run in the WWE, but he left because he wanted to pursue some football and he wanted to pursue MMA, and he came back a bigger star because of his success in those other areas. I think the same can happen for Batista with the right opponent, and ironically speaking, I think Brock would be that opponent because those two are the only two guys from that OVW class with Cena, Orton, Batista, Lesnar. Those are the only two that never had an interaction before. And 2017 is the perfect time, I think, to have that match. Never been done before. The Animal versus the Beast.
Yes, I would love this in that match. I think especially with that match too. I mean, like you said, we kind of saw shades of that OVW class, as you said. We got a lot of flashbacks to those 02 OVW days when Orton faced Lesnar at SummerSlam. Obviously, that really wasn't what it could have been because the match was like fucking 5 minutes or whatever. But at least with that match, that's a match I've been dying to see for years now. And I think, as you said, if Batista does come back in 2017, I feel like there's no more probable opponent for him than Brock Lesnar. They're both two superstars. And Batista, at the time that he came back the first time, he had the whole Daniel Bryan thing, so the timing was wrong. It really had nothing to do with Batista.
That got in the way. That really got in the way.
Yeah, exactly. And it really kind of faltered whatever push they had in mind for him. I mean, granted that we should not have, regardless of whether Daniel Bryan was popular or not, we should not have had Randy Orton versus Batista as a WrestleMania main event in 2014.
Absolutely. I agree. But yeah, it was unfortunate how he was received by the fans, his last run, but let's hope they make a call to him. Hopefully that's in the works, but that's a bold prediction, and I would not be surprised